All right, guys, good morning. Let's go ahead and start by getting Lily over to the bus stop. It is like a beautiful Tim Burton morning sky. This is just gorgeous. Good morning. It is Thursday, April 30th. It's the last day of the month.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's the last day of Tiffany's birthday month.
Yeah.
And tomorrow starts a whole new month. All right, so here's the deal. We got quite a little bit to take care of today. First, getting Lily on the bus. Then we got to go ahead and also go over to Publix, figure out what the heck we're doing for dinner. I am actually off to work today. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Oh, wait, wrong one. But then I get to go home to Tiffany. And then have a nice dinner around 7 tonight. It's going to be a long day. Also, Turtles Empire City comes out on Oculus Meta, which is really cool. Where you actually get to go ahead and roleplay as a turtle, just like in the Batman game, but with turtles. And now, everything is complete from our childhoods. We have a Ghostbusters game for it. We have the Batman. And now Turtles. We're complete.
Like and subscribe.
But let's go ahead. Let's start off by getting Lily on the bus. And then get over to Publix. And then get our day moving with breakfast. Man. By the way, you really did look cute as heck in that dress. I love seeing you in that thing.
Okay.
You were so adorable. And so perfect looking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get going. And let's start our day. All right, here we are, Stony Brook West Publix. Let's go ahead and rope drop Publix this morning. And they are now open. How exciting. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get in the Publix. Let's get our groceries done quick. That way I can get home, eat, and then get off to work. You ready? She's still waking up.
Yes, I am.
Don't do that too many times, you'll fall down. Let's get going. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's start off with blueberries. Get one of each.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get Fatistelli, marinara, and traditional. There we go. Done. All right, let's go ahead and go with Thousand Hills. There we go. Done. No, we do not want cottage cheese. I'm not a cottage cheese fan, are you?
I don't know. Just know. I don't know.
All right, here we are. Cream cheese. All right, let's get the Philadelphia one. And we get the whipped as well. Perfect. Done. All right, let's go ahead and grab 2 gallons of water just to be on the safe side. There we go. We are doing good. Let's keep going. Sweet Hill Lime Club. There we go. Done. And now we are done. Let's get home. All right, breakfast is done. Cream cheese bagel, blueberry, eggs, and coffee. Let's enjoy. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get going. But we're not going to work. We're going over to the bank first.
Yeah.
That way that everything is set up for the rent. All right, guys, so now we are done with the bank. Now it is time to go ahead and get home. Then I have to get off to work after Tiffany tortures me. But it's for good reason. And we'll show you in a minute. Let's get home first. All right, we are now back at home and I have to get tortured. It's so freaking cold. Oh my god.
He started using this because he's starting to show signs that he needs to get his skin looked at.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, as you can tell, I've never been a fan of this ever since I was a little boy.
This is going to take a bit. Yeah, I know.
But it helps when you got a beautiful girl doing it. And it also helps you because I shaved last night.
Yeah.
Alright guys, right now it is 9:04 and we are about ready to leave for work today. And just as a reminder, I am Citywalk, so that is why I'm going through all this.
Yeah.
Because even though it's cloudy right now, by midday and throughout the afternoon, it may not be. So we'll see how everything goes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do arms? Or you think that might be a bit much?
This is for the face only.
No, I thought you had regular
stuff.
stuff on your arms.
I have to check the date on that.
Okay.
This is just something.
Yeah, we haven't gone to the pool in forever.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby, for taking care of me.
Okay.
Do I have like black fuzzies all over my face now?
No.
Okay.
But I think I got it in there pretty good.
Cool.
A little white cast, but it's not bad.
All right, guys. There we go. Bank is done. It's 9:05. Let's start getting ready to head off in about half an hour. All right, guys. We got our change of clothes. We got our snack pack. Let's get going over to work. Now let's go have a great morning, afternoon, and evening. All right, guys. It is 9:40. Let's go ahead and let's get over to work. So what I'm going to be doing today is Citywalk call-in coverage. So let's say that you are a Citywalk walker or something in that area and you call in sick. I would be the one to take over for your position. Now, let's just say nobody calls in. And it happened last time. Everybody showed up. Well, you're given two options. One, early release, which is where you can go home early. No, you don't get paid for the entire day, only the time that you were there for. So if you clocked in for an hour wait-in, that's all you get is an hour of pay. If you clocked in for a half an hour, that's all you get is a half an hour. Okay? You don't get the full 8 hours for going home early. It doesn't work like that. That would be cool, but no. Now, option 2 that they can do is reassign you. You could be reassigned to any other security position, whether it's hub, which is where the half moon area, the x-rays, and the metal detectors are, or it could be anywhere else. And then they would just ask you to change your uniform out. Because as you can see, I'm not wearing the one for boat dock or for garage. That is why I did bring my other uniform. And I did that just in case I needed it. So there we go. And I also have a security vest in the trunk in case I need that as well. I'm always prepared now. That way I don't have to go in the wardrobe and try to get a change and hope that they have my right pant size. That can be a little tricky because of the way their pants run in size versus other places. Now, on to something else. Tiffany, with her job part, I have been very, very proud of her. Because she's trying really hard with the mock interviews as well and the ChatGPT questions that I had created for her. And I did it based on a couple different companies. One was Ross. Another was Home Goods or TJ Maxx. And the third was just McDonald's. Like, what would a McDonald's interview ask typically? And I think for her, because she hasn't worked since 2003, 2004 time range, that it is extremely difficult right now for her. And I commend her very, very much on her trying to figure out and understand how she can still help take some of the stress off of me. And realistically, she does that very well already, and she's been doing that for ages. But behind the scenes, one of the things that she's also considered herself as at some point was also a burden as well. And that's one of the hardest things that she's had to overcome. That she's not a burden, but a positive in my life and in our family as well. She's also trying to look at all these other options, whether it be the waiver program, which gives money for taking care of disabled people in the household. So she's been trying to figure that out too. She's also been working at seeing what kind of remote opportunities are still around there for employment that she could actually do effectively. And some of them are, of course, scams, and we know that. But other times, they require computer literacy skills. Something that I've been working with her a little bit on that area behind the scenes, and I'm very proud of her. But what I do know is that she does work really hard to try to figure out how to be a benefit. But what I think that she neglects to see in her mind, that she is already a huge benefit in terms of organizing how things are done, and not to mention making sure that Lily is taken care of. And that right there is the biggest component for me. Because I would rather move into a one bedroom and have Lily sleep in the bedroom and Tiff and I on a futon in the living room than have our special needs adult child basically have essentially nobody around her because of a scheduling conflict with our work and something happening. That is my greatest fear. And then one of us loses a job anyway because of it. So yeah, I've been considering that as well. And that's why we've been trying to look for other opportunities. Hang on. There we go. You guys were vibrating a little bit. But yeah, that's something that I've been looking at too. To see what can be done for that. And honestly, yeah, we've been looking at, can we go ahead and move into a cheaper place in the city limits? And that's definitely what is coming. I'm not gonna lie. And in the meantime, also, me looking at better income opportunities. And I can't wait to show you all that journey on this channel too. Just like I did a year ago of finding work. There's so much to be done that I'm really excited for. And I can't wait for it either. And there's also stuff that we want down the road. But we're not ready to talk about publicly just yet. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to work each day. I'm going to make the most of it. And I'm also going to look at other job opportunities that are available to me that have better pay and that make use of my talent too. In sales, in technology, it is what I love to do. And honestly, if an automotive dealership wants to go ahead and pay me $20 an hour to go ahead and handle guests that come in because they need phone connection or they have some kind of problem or they just want to learn about their vehicle and such, I'd be more than happy to step up and go ahead and do that. Because really, it would get me back into my love, my passion. And not just Ford either. Yeah, I love the Ford brand. And honestly, I would be thrilled to try other brands too. Maserati, Toyota, Lexus, all of them. And Jason Burheit actually told me back then in a meeting at the dealership that the Lexus dealership that he owned before with his partners, they actually at first resented it because they weren't thinking about all the positives to it. But if I can approach a dealership and bring that forward to them, that'd be awesome. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to work and I'm going to have a kick butt day. I don't know if I can say the A word. You know how YouTube is. And I'm just going to work as hard as I can. Because that is the important part. And if I have to move into a 1-bedroom apartment and Lily takes the bedroom and Tiff and I sleep on a futon in the freaking living room, so be it. I really don't care for the short time, as long as it allows for saving more money for the future. But I will tell you one thing, and this I have actually decided on with Tiffany. And she is in full cooperation and support. Even when things get back on our feet better. Even at that point, we're not getting Disney tickets again. We have actually decided and talked about that the only way that we would make a return to Disney is if I got a job with Disney, or option B, that some friend or a family member that works for Disney gave us a couple of day tickets. That would be the only way we would go back. Now, will we go to Disney Springs? Yes. Will we go over to, let's just say, a resort if we could? Yes. But are we going to go back to the parks? No. Not unless one of those two things happen. Because the way I look at it, $5,000, $6,000, whatever it's going to be, it's not going to be worth it. Especially when there's so much more we could do with that money. And it's time to start thinking like that. But for now, let's get going. It's 9:54. Let's get over to work.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
All right, we are now at work. Let's go ahead. Let's go in. And let's have a great day. I will see you later on. Whenever that is. Who knows? Let's go have a great day. All right, guys. Well, that's weird. So, the Ford Mustang colors actually just reset to like this orange hue. And what's funny is I always have it set to blue. Let me show you, and then we'll get going. By the way, it's 7:01. But yeah, you see how it's this weird orangish color, and I always have it to blue. That is so bizarre why my color reset. Interesting. But yes, it is now 7:01, and we are done with work, and oh my God. Today was one heck of a day. I am not gonna lie. It really was. It was one of those days where you just want it to just be done. So today I got in and I went to go ahead and message Tiff as I was walking up. Well, for those of you that don't know, okay, a Class D license is basically what a security officer has to keep on them at all times. Well, normally I would keep it up here in this pocket on my other uniforms that I carry. No issue then. Well, anywho, what ended up happening was I had it in my pocket. So, all right, we're clear. When I grabbed out my phone, it fell out in the garage. Luckily, one of the team members, and whoever it is, thank you very much. Very much appreciated if you see this. Went ahead and turned it in. So that was really cool. But now I move on. So I get in, go downstairs, and I get told, okay, well, you're going to be essentially a breaker, but for Citywalk workers. So I would go to a couple of undisclosed locations and do their breaks. And also connectors. Completely cool. Great. There we go. Got all that done. Went on my break. Came back, and honestly, my feet were pretty much like, kind of like drained, I guess, by this point. Because of everything that's been going on for the past days. So, that's all done. And then I'm thinking, okay, let's go ahead. Now I got to do round 2 of breaks. So I did that. And then I finished up, waited up in Citywalk, had like a half an hour, and then got to go downstairs and clock out. But all I could think was, I'm done. I have tomorrow off and I can relax. And then Saturday and Sunday, just do a quick 6 hours in the hub, and then I'm done and can go home to a gorgeous girl and relax with her. And honestly, I was so looking forward to that. Because the thing is, coming home every day, the best part is getting to see Tiffany. Getting to hold that cute girl, kiss on her, and just see that wonderful smile. That, to me, is the best part. And I love it. But right now, I want to go home, have dinner. By the way, I did not eat the snack pack that she made. So I'm going to enjoy that tomorrow. I ended up actually just putting my AirPods on, just relaxing for a bit, and getting a Powerade. That's basically what I just did. Because I didn't feel like going all the way back over the garage to get my snack pack bag. Instead, I was like, you know what? This will be fine. And it was. But now I'm going to go home, have spaghetti dinner, have a breadstick. And then tomorrow, because I got the video to edit tonight, I am so excited for tomorrow. The Turtles game. It came out today, and I get to relax and play it tomorrow for a bit before I get into some work that I want to get done. And also, I want to craft some resume building stuff. Probably using Claude. I haven't decided yet, or even another AI system that I'll look at. But yeah, I want to go ahead, create some resumes that are more tailored toward the automotive industry. Both in terms of technology and in terms of sales. Go from there, build on that, and there we go. But yeah, that is my next goal right now. But let's go ahead. Let's get going with what we need to. Because like I told you earlier, 2 butter beers an hour or $20 isn't gonna really cut it. And I am hungry for more. I really am. And I'm not gonna stop until I get something better. And something more, and that's for sure. Even if I am working as an IT manager or co-manager to a director, I would be happy with that for a dealership. And even that would be cool, because I know CDK, I know, and some of this may seem quite foreign to you, but I know Reynolds Air Ignite, and I know Reynolds Power. I know Ford Direct CRM, and I also am very familiar with Microsoft 365 Admin and Google, as well as VoIP services. Heck, I've pretty much set up and deployed in Mitel. I've done a lot of different systems on my own as well. But that is for another day to talk about. For today, let's go home and let's just have some dinner. And there we go. And then we'll do an outro. Let's get going. Because really, I want more than what I have. And it's not enough what I have. That's for sure. So let's get going. Alright guys, it is now 7:57 and it is time for an outro. Spaghetti dinner was absolutely amazing and I was so looking forward to it, and it definitely was perfect. Now, it is time to end the day. Guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope you had a great day. I will see you in the morning when I am off from work. And then Saturday, Sunday, back in the hub. And then after I'm done work, come home, spend time with Tiff and Lil. There we go. But for tomorrow, I have no clue what we're doing. I genuinely don't. I know it's going to end in pizza. We're going to go to Papa John's and get an extra large cheese pizza. But besides that, I haven't the faintest idea what the heck I'm going to want to do tomorrow. Of course, we're going to get Lily over to the bus stop. But besides that, nothing else is planned. And that is complete honesty. But guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a wonderful time. And I will see you in the morning. But for now, good night, everyone. Go get some sleep. Because tomorrow, we get a little chill day. So good night.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.